welcome. This is Kevin, also known as AKAAWOL, and I am taking the pattern that I just was recently working on, and we're gonna change it around again because that's what we do around here. We try making new patterns. So I got my paint tool ready. I am going to take out all of the places where it crosses over first, because if it's one thing that would help me make a mistake is leaving things the way they were before I go and make a bunch of changes. So just kind of taking it so that way it's not crossing over or going under at all. And by right, you might actually think that actually looks pretty cool, and I would not argue with you. I think it is pretty cool. And edit fixed this in there. All right, copy, paste, and use my flip tool. So look at that. We saved a whole bunch of time. We didn't have to do the top and bottom because at this point the symmetry is spot on. That was easy. So now let's take a look at some places we can make some changes at. I was thinking in here, we got the pink, we brought the pink straight down this way. And the red comes in on either side. And then the same for the other side. So that's red and red. And that one's a pink. Let's go ahead and take that up. Okay. So that kind of changes up the middle there. Let's see, this one's coming down. I still want like these big spaces. I just want to do something with this. There's like too much of just going over and under over here to be. I'm finding more spaces that we didn't hit. That's all right. We still have to copy and flip this thing again. So, Well, here, let's take a look at what it looks like kind of all together. I copy and paste and flip it again. Yeah, see, the whole middle is a little too much, I think. I like the idea of joining it, but I kind of also like the idea of putting something else in there, kind of breaking something. It's kind of difficult, you know, because of the fact that you're trying to keep the paths all moving along or whatever. And trying to sever one of the paths, kind of. I wonder what happens. Hang on. we still have... No, it breaks the one over here. So trying to figure out how I can change an angle like we did before. See, nothing goes underneath this. Trying to see if I can find a way of like connecting something. Yeah, so as you can tell, I have not pre-planned this at all. Yeah, I don't see if I... It's so weird. We had something in there and it worked. Taking it out, suddenly the whole thing seems to kind of collapse and not work because parts want to continue to keep going. What if that one stays out there? And the same as that stays out there. Right? And then as that comes out, it comes around. No, still broken. Part of me is just tempted in doing this, but it's just an awful lot of mixing it up right in the middle. I was trying to put another one of these kind of V things into it, but I don't see how to do that. Oh, wait. Now I do. Okay, so this one just bounces off of there. Have to change this here. No, because there's still this coming down, this coming down. Put it back how I had it. That's so weird, though. I think I'm just gonna leave it the way this is, and then maybe I try this again, but I'm not sure how else I would approach it. It's so weird. I get, so this is something that's real. The fact that this whole thing went together so easily a couple days ago is sort of remarkable. There is something fascinating about the notion of when it just works out. How cool is that? But as you can see here, I'm struggling with the whole notion of how to change it or whatever. So like sometimes things will go together easily, but it doesn't mean that it always works out that way. So now I'm just going to put in the over and unders appropriately. So this went over Now it goes under here. It's over this one. This one went under, so it goes over that one. This is over, so this goes under. This is under, over. Yep. Yeah, these nice long paths are really, really fun. I really like that. Yeah. It's went over that one, so it's under this one. Over this one, under this one. So yeah, this part here, this is definitely tricky to have to do. It under and over just becomes, yeah, nightmare-ish. But if you do it right, it should all land. So this is over, it's under. This went under, so that goes over. This one under, so this one goes over. So yeah, there's a lot of parts in this where it's going to be really easy to knot the way that it lays out is pretty nice. Yeah. So this went under, it's going over that one. It'll go under this one. This went over, it's going to go under that one. This is under, so this goes over. Yep. Okay, so this one went under, so this is the one that's going over. This went under, and it's over. Yeah. Well, that's all it took to get it joined back up. And all we really accomplished here today was to actually change up how the middle was. I kind of feel like if we were to make it change anymore, maybe I just start from a blank slate and do it again all over from scratch, because I have no idea what's going on and why that whole center part got so complicated. But it's still gonna be fun. I'm going to enjoy doing it, and I think it changed the dynamic of how the path works, so that's gonna be interesting. So yeah, I'll give it a try. We'll see what happens. I already got the colors picked out for it, and yeah, it's not these colors, so I'm kind of excited about it. Let me quick get a shout out to my Patreon members and my YouTube members, because without their help, I wouldn't be able to do all this. So I really do appreciate everything they bring. Yeah, I need a lot of floss. I need to have a website to share this stuff with you, because I'm sure somebody's going to want to try out this pattern. So yeah, thank you for hanging out with me. This has been fun, and I'm looking forward to making this. So yeah, as always, don't get your strings in a bunch.